Hello and welcome back to Play by Heart. Phew, boy am I glad that's over. Calliope's nice, but her brother is a whole other story. Hey, it's cool. How about we head out for some refreshments or something? Splendid idea, Mr. Strider. Away we go. That carapace. He's so dapper. He's my favorite. He wins. He's the best Homestuck character. You let Jake... Dapper Carapace 2014. Okay, you let Jake lead the way over to the food table. There seems to be quite the variety of food items, and not all of them are things that you would normally expect to see at such an event. There's the predictable punch bowl, as well as candies, jib-jibs from what you can tell, some little pumpkin pies, and is that raw meat? Really? Oh boy, they really have outdone themselves again. Just look at all this stuff. Go on then, why don't you try something? You know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. You gag. This is disgusting. You cannot believe you thought it was a good idea for you to eat this. It's far too soft, and the horrible sanitation practice is very off-putting. Not to mention, it seems to be seasoned with dust. Oh, applesauce. I should have probably warned you about that. I just didn't expect you to be adventurous enough to try it in the first place. Yeah, Jake, I love adventure. I can admire that type of adventure in a man. I'm really quite impressed that you even attempted to consume it. Mm-hmm. Thanks, I think. What was that shit anyways? I'm not entirely certain. Last year they served horse meat. Excuse me for a minute. You politely turn away from Jake to grimace before schooling your face back to normalcy and consuming a cup of punch to quell your nausea and wipe the taste from your mouth. The two of you arrange your plates of finger foods and find a secluded alcove to dig in. From here, the two of you are effectively away from the hustle and bustle of the gala proceedings, but have a clear view of the dance floor. Everyone seems to be having a good time at least. You look between Jake, who has begun to stuff his face with food, and your own plate of pickings. Let's just eat. You politely start eating your food, and the two of you sit in somewhat awkward silence until both plates are cleared. Jake looks a little uncomfortable and stares down at the crumb-covered plate as though he isn't really sure of what to say to you. Looks like it's up to you. You clear your throat to get Jake's attention away from the plate in his lap. He looks at you expectantly. Let's ask about the felt? What's it like being the son of a mob? The son of a mob as powerful as the felt? Shoosh! Nobody's supposed to know that. How did you even find out? I do my research. Well, I'd appreciate it if you keep your research to yourself. You never know where the Midnight Crew might show up. Really? Little does he know they're already here. Alright. So what about you? So what about me? I barely know anything about you, and I've been blabbering on and on about myself and others up until now. What do you want to know? Anything my date is willing to divulge. Alright, the carpet matches the drapes. What? Dirk, really? Yeah, really? You want to check for yourself? I'd hardly take your word for it, pal. What a date. You sure? Suit yourself, but the offer still stands. How about you, answer this one instead? What's your favorite hobby, I guess? Swords, of course. You could say I'm pretty handy with swords. Really now, what sort of business is it fighting up close with blades? I'm the type that enjoys firearms. I would have never guessed. Anyway, you want to know about sword fighting? I don't have time for a crash course, but I can say I use the terrain to give me an advantage. Since it's close combat, stealth is my friend. So you fight up close and all, but get the jump on people. You sound like some kind of modern ninja. It's not exactly as intense as you're describing. I think he makes you sound mysterious, like a star on the silver screen. Wow, that's some high praise from you, Mr. English. Well, everyone wants to be the hero, right? Being the hero is overrated. You don't have to be a hero to succeed. And you don't have to be a good person to be a hero. So you're more the vigilante type. Sorry, I'm still sick. That's a ridiculous way of putting it, but I guess that suits me better. I guess you're right. Well, I give a hoot if you're doing the right thing. A vigilante can still be a hero. Yeah. I'm glad you think so. I hope that your opinion won't change. Uh-huh. It looks absolutely spiffing on you, by the way. What? That coat? Oh, thanks. It's yours, actually. What? Is it really? Dumb! I was wondering why it looked so familiar. Jake English. The most aware dude I know. I mean, when we snuck into his room and everything. Anyway, I'm a little surprised you aren't more upset about the fact that I jacked your stuff. Oh. Well, I suppose I ought to be. But I don't really mind. It looks good on you, and it's not like you're going to ruin anything by wearing it. Yeah, lucky for you, I'm in the business of keeping this safe. You should really have been more careful, though. Gosh, consarn it, Strider. It's only a coat. Don't worry about it. Oh, hello, Snowman. She looks a little awkward. I'm not sure if I like the style she's drawn in. Your date suddenly perks up, and you follow his gaze to an extremely classy-looking dame slowly approaching your location. That lady there with the gams is an acquaintance that goes by the Monsieur Snowman. I should probably entreat her for a dance. Let's wait for him. You decide to hang out in the corner while Jake dances. It's not that you... Oh, look at these two over here. Cute. You decide to hang out in the corner while Jake dances. It's not that you couldn't find a dance partner if you wanted, or even that you aren't interested in dancing. You're just better able to keep an eye on Jake from here. As you sip some punch, you covertly watch him grin dashingly as he swoops around the floor with Snowman. At least you try to covertly watch him until your line of sight is blocked by a red bow tie and lime green suspenders. God damn it! Hey fucker, we're going to dance! Now! I just noticed, Celeborn's eyelashes. Whoa there, man. I'm promised to another, you know. Look at them! Ridiculous. He looks kinda cute, though. I mean, I gotta say. I mean, his hat. He is a cutie. You're full of shit, Strider. Now let's go. It seems dancing with Celeborn is completely inescapable. He's got a clawed grip on your arm as he steers you to the floor. You scoop around for Jake, but you're being thrown into twirls and swings almost immediately. This dude is pretty aggressive with you, but you can deal with his shitty dance games. It's just that you want to find Jake. You don't actually mind dancing with this douche, but you do mind that it is making you lose track of Jake. Celeborn immediately goes into this awkwardly aggressive shy mode, like dancing with you is something incredibly obscene that is totally turning him on. It would be vaguely amusing to mess with him in any other situation, but you have a majorly important job to do right now. Except you can't seem to locate your target, and every time you start to glance around, Celeborn is there with an angry hiss. Ahem. Mind if I cut in, dear cousin? Cousin dear? Thank God, Jake wastes no time in pulling you off the dance floor, away from his fuming cousin. He leads you upstairs to a balcony. Ooh, romantic. Oh, even the music is romantic. So much romance up in here. Some date you are, Strider. A real peach. Skippering off as soon as I turn my back. What do you have to say for yourself, Unfortunately, nothing. You caught me. I failed as a date. No one will ever have me as a bride now. I'm ruined. You might as well continue admonishing me. See if my poor psyche can take it. Oh, come on now, Dirk. I was just having a little sport with you. So was I. Well, how am I supposed to tell if I never see those danged peepers? Babies! Fangirl mode activate! When Jake's hand cups your cheek, you are understandably surprised. But he only uses the hand to hold your face still while he tugs away your shades and grips them tightly in his hand before shoving them into his suit. Is this better for you? Can you tell what I'm thinking now? Maybe a tad, but you're still a terrible date. Maybe next time I will prove you otherwise. You'd enjoy a hypothetical next time? Yes, that's exactly what I clicked that. That's what I was implying. That depends on whether you're willing to put aside my shittiness during this date and go out with me again. I may be able to find it in my heart to give you the benefit of the doubt. Then I would definitely enjoy taking you out again, Jake. But I'm thinking next time we should try somewhere a little more modern. Oh, cute babies! conversation lulls. You nudge him playfully, and he looks at you a moment before nudging back, a smile appearing on his face. Though it is difficult for you to judge how the entirety of the night has been going, right now, in this moment, Jake seems pretty content to be at your side. Fangirling so much. While you sit in comfortable silence, you're aware of him sneaking some intrigued glances at your orange eyes, and when you finally turn your head to catch him in the act, he starts to blush. Your heartbeat increases in response, and when you subconsciously raise a hand to your chest, the pulse drumming under your fingers reminds you of how this started. There's something important you need to tell Jake. Oh no! Strider? You look like you've got something on your mind. A penny for your thoughts? He takes your free hand loosely in his own, and you squeeze it. He feels as real as anything, but... Jake, what if I told you this was all a dream? Well, golly, I tell you that it's a pretty swell dream, but what makes you say that? I'd like to know, too. Because you've been comatose for 4 days and 13 hours? 413! And this world is what you built while you were asleep. What? Is he lying to him, or what's happening? No one can figure out why you wouldn't wake up. I don't even know how it happened. There's a mosquito in my room. Go away. No, you're ruining the moment. Maybe it was too many hits to the head. Maybe it was the stress of the game. You fell asleep one night and I kept trying to wake you up, but 4 fucking days. I tried everything, but I couldn't figure out any way other than going to wherever the fuck it was you went. This is crazy. I thought maybe if I was lucky, you had jumped about me and created a splinter of myself here. Well, you are a heart player, so it makes sense. I would use my power as a heart player. Yeah. That's what's called play by heart. I could use my power as a heart player to physically enter your dream and merge with the splinter you created. Yep, that makes sense. Splinters? Powers of heart? What on earth are you talking about? Yeah, I realize right now this all sounds pretty crazy. On the other side, both of us have some pretty interesting abilities thanks to this big game we're playing. It's pretty complicated. I'll say. I'm just hoping that you'll trust me on this. You're asleep right now, Jake. You need to wake up. Jake looks understandably polyxed by all of this. You can tell that he's at least taking you seriously. From the look in his eyes, he still doesn't fully believe you. So if this is all a dream, how would I go about waking up? Theoretically speaking, of course. Well, the dream took on a certain form when I entered it. You dreamed of a game, Jake. I'm playing the game right now. And I was given an objective. I'm assuming completing it will lead you to waking up. Oh no! So my life is in your hands then, eh? I don't know, Dirk. It sounds a bit nutty. Yeah, I figured it would take you some time to realize it. Think it over now. For now. There doesn't have to be any huge rush. Just know that I'm here to protect you, and I wouldn't do anything that was going to hurt you, alright? Aw, I don't know how to feel about this. Alright, Dirk. I'll think it over for now. In the meantime, let's enjoy this evening. Would you care to dance, maybe? Yes! Yeah, I'd love to dance with you. Dance with him? Fangirling so much, oh my god! You take him by the arm and follow him out to the ballroom, where the band is stringing up a new song, slower than the previous jazzy swing. You'd think that dancing in a manner that made it unclear who was leading would be confusing or awkward, but his arm on your back and yours around his waist seem to notch together comfortably. Your bodies are scandalously close, in an intimate, almost waltz-like position. Jake smiles and leans even closer to you. You move your mirror and touch your foreheads together. Kiss! Dirk. Jake. Kiss! Kiss him, you idiot! Sudden art style change. Okay. As cliché as it is to say, the rest of the gala seemed to have vanished into vague background noise. The only music you hear about is the beating of his heart, in time with yours. The moment is now. A movie-esque scene ripped straight from the theaters. You slowly lower your mouth in the direction of Jake's. I'm going to end this here. I'm sorry, I know it's a terrible place, but, you know, I feel like this is a good place to end it. Like it if you liked it. Come on, you know you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. You know you do. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, you're awesome, goodbye. Almost forgot to tell you you're awesome. That would suck. Alright, I'm rambling now. Goodbye.